against the Vikings. Can Minnesota do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
Now be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. The offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the...
Anders Carlson now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
12 more yards there and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now Carlson for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
19 Tiger, 70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll drop to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Let's go. Let's go now. Rocco 80. 18, Rocco 18.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Right back to him on first down. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Dixon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Unlock line. Unlock.
They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Jack Panther, reload, no.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
He'll drop to throw. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make it 24-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they take a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, Lewis running left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 24-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Carlson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Roll.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They'll run on 1st down. Dixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Down to the 10. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dragons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down and inches. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
19, Tiger, 19. Hey, unlock Lions. Check, Panther.
On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quickly to Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson.
Let's go.
And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Panther 60. Grab Lions. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the defense will burn their third and timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile,